Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Kim with Kim's Inspired Life, and welcome to hashtag 12 on 12, an open collaboration hosted by our sweet friend Penny at Penny's Crafty Creations. And on the 12th of the month, which has already come and passed, she invites us to create an altered envelope based on themes, the theme that she has given us for the month. And so, of course, I'm behind. So I'm going to show you August and September. And I would love to show you October, but yeah, I'm not there yet. So, okay, so the theme for August was berries or citrus, and I went with citrus. And so I used this paper. What paper pad is this? I can't remember. But anyway, so I used this 12 by 12 paper to create an envelope. That's the first thing I did. And then this right here, this little tag is actually from the same paper pad. So after I made the envelope, I just went ahead and glued this tag on. I used a little bit of stickles here. I don't know if you can see that. For that lemon right there, there's a few little pieces of stickle right there. And then on the back, this paper up here is also from the pad. So I used that up at the top to make a decorative top. And then anywhere there was lemons, so right here and here, I also used stickles as well. And then this is also from the pad. The best is yet to come. So I thought, well, I'll just stick that in there. So that's one envelope I created for citrus. This is the second envelope. So I created the envelope from a 12 by 12 piece of paper. I used that again to make a decorative top. I didn't use stickles this time on the yellow. However, I did use some of the cut off pieces of paper, and then so I just made a little, decorative corner right there. And I did include a little card that came, that's part of the pad there, enjoy today. And then on the front of the envelope, this was a sentiment. It was all together on one card, so I just cut it apart. So that way I could just place it on there. I fussy cut out this piece that was part of the cast-offs from the paper, and then just used a little bit of black stickles right there. So those are my two citrus envelopes for August. I think those are pretty. And then for September, the theme was back to school. And so I actually made 3 envelopes for back to school, and I'll tell you why. First, I found this is so cute. In a video that I haven't edited yet for hashtag Die Cut With Me Monday, I cut these out of my Cricut. And I just thought this was so cute. It actually it was a different project and had some other stuff with it, but I just used this part of it. And so this A in the background, that back red is one piece, and then I just used this yellow and I just cut that out of piece of scrap paper. And then of course the Cricut cuts out the teacher, and then it cuts out the leaves up there. So I thought that was pretty, and I just use a plain white envelope. I have this stack of envelopes and cards, envelope and cards, just regular A2 in my stash. So I thought, okay, I'll use that, and I don't think I'm going to do anything else to it. I'm just going to leave it like that. Now on the back, I just used this border sticker down here. No, is this washi tape? No, I think this is washi tape. And then I had these apples in my stash, so I just put a little apple there, and then used this scrap of paper here to put that top on the envelope. And then just because I saw these in my stash and they're black and white, I thought I'm just going to stick those stickers in there. So, okay. And then as I was going through my stash, actually looking for, I thought I had a piece of 12 by 12 paper that had apples on it. And that's what I was thinking I was going to make my envelopes from. But in the meantime, I found this piece of paper, 12 by 12, and I thought, okay, well, I already want to use these white because I had them out, right? So I want to use them. So I thought, well, I can just cut the paper just to make a card front on there. And then I found this orange kind of gingham in the back. This piece, this tag right here, I did not make. I've had that in my craft room for a few years. That was gifted to me in a swap, I believe, a few years ago. So I just added this little white bow there because, it was a tag, so it has a little hole there. But I thought that's fun, little girl, going to school, and that looked cute. And then on the back, I just used some of that same paper to make that top, and then added on some of that border down there. I didn't put anything in there. I don't know why. And then same thing, did the same thing to make this envelope, covered the front just like that with that same paper, used that orange. This is another tag that came it was part of a tag flip. I think there were like 3 tags and 3 envelopes or something on the little tag flip. And then so I added that little yellow bow with that. Here he is going to go with his pretzel and his boba. That's so cute. So I'm happy to finally be able to use these. I just haven't really had an opportunity. And then when I went to cut the paper, this paper, to make the top, I cut it wrong. So anyway, I had to scrap that. So I just used the green. So that's okay. And then I had enough, though, a little strip to make that. And then another little strip of this orange left. So I just used my heart punch and punched out some hearts for the bottom of the envelope. So keeping a running record right here of what I've made. January is the theme was winter. And I just never made any for January, but I will before December. And then in February, I made 3 cards. March, I made 1. April, I made 2. May, I made 2. June, 2. July, I made 6 for Celestial. Boy, I must have liked that theme. And then August, 2 citrus, and September, 3 back to school. And so if you didn't already know this, I'm going to link if I remember, the other videos for the other months where I've shared the envelopes for this hashtag 12 on 12. They're all in here. I'm keeping all of those envelopes that I've made. And at the end of the year, after December, after I've made them all, instead of sending a whole bunch of Christmas cards, I'm going to be sending little goodies or cards or something in these envelopes. So that's my plan. So I'm just keeping them all in here until the end of the year, and then I'll be sending them out. So thank you, Penny, for hosting 12 on 12. You're awesome. Definitely follow the hashtag and see what other people are creating. It's so fun, so inspiring and encouraging too. You guys are awesome. Okay, talk to you guys soon. Bye.